Hello, welcome to the channel. It's been a while since I posted. I'm gonna try to go at this again. But recently I got an African gray parrot. And his name is Tito. And he is just under 3 years old. He has a birthday coming up, as a matter of fact. And allow me to introduce him to you. This is Tito. Like I said, he's just under 3 years old. He is African gray, Congo African gray parrot. They are very intelligent. They talk a lot and they whistle. He's young, so he's still learning, but just a little bit about Tito. Step up. So this is Tito. And Tito is very curious about everything. He loves to play. He loves to attention. So as I was saying, they make great pets. They're good companions. They talk a lot. And Tito, right now, he's not talking. He loves to get his head rubbed, as you can see. He's not being very vocal right now because he's not used to what we're doing here. Trying to get him in the frame here. But these are his pistachios. He loves pistachios. If I give him one, he'll take it right out of the bowl. Pistachio, there you go. But as I was saying, these are very demanding pets. They require a lot of attention, a lot of activity, a lot of enrichment, which is providing more toys. Try to get him framed there. There you go. And a lot of attention. I mean, bottom line, they're highly intelligent. They learn anything. Tito, we've had him for about 3 weeks now, going on 3 weeks. I bought him from a gentleman down in Jacksonville, Florida. He came with his cage, which I'll show you here in a bit. But they require a lot. They're expensive, number one. If you don't own one and you're thinking of getting one, just these are some of the things you need to know. They're expensive. They're highly intelligent. So anything you say around them, music, sounds in the house, they will end up mimicking it. They will learn it. Tito's been here for 3 weeks. He's already learned the squeaking of my daughter's bedroom door. He's learned the alarm sound on my wife's cell phone. He copies my wife's laugh. And he's learning, since I'm a Marine, he is learning the Marine Corps hymn. I've been whistling it to him over and over and over throughout the day. And he's got the first part almost down. He's almost got the first part down. He does wolf whistles. He does the Khmer whistle. I heard him do the Woody Woodpecker sound one time. He does a Galaxy video game noise, like perfectly. So, as you can see, he's attentively looking at me. He's listening every word I say. He almost reminds me of an eagle, ready to pounce. But he's a good boy. Tito's good. But one thing, I mean, a lot of things you need to know, though, if you're thinking about getting African gray, they use their beaks to feel. That's essentially their hand. So when you put your hand up like this, he's going to grip it and see if it's a steady perch or something he wants to investigate. Right now, see, he likes his head rubbed. But right now, he's on his training stand. He hasn't been on this perch a lot, so it's still new to him. It kind of isolates him. I do have his wings clipped. I know there's a controversy in the parrot world about having your bird's wings clipped. I have only his flight feathers are clipped, so he can't just take off and be gone. But he can take off his perch and he'll glide down to the ground. I do that. Number one, it's a big investment, big expense buying one of these, and he wouldn't last a week in the wild if he flew out the door. Up here, I mean, the hawks would take him out. So you gotta be responsible. You don't want him flying into walls. You don't want him flying into windows. So that keeps him from hurting himself and getting away. You want to keep his nails clipped. Step up, step up, step up. Come on. He's being difficult. Step up. Step up. He's young. He's a toddler. He's still learning. He's attentive as everything. He's listening to everything we say, everything we do. Right now he's chewing on his foot because he's nervous. That's what he's doing. And you can see his little pupils dilating and his feathers getting fluffed up. He's intently listening. You a good boy, huh? Yeah. But you gotta know how to read their body language. You know when you're about to get bit. You know when he doesn't want to be bothered. They have personalities and attitudes just like a human. If they don't get enough sleep at night, they will let you know it the next morning. They will be grumpy. He's always rumbling at me. He's always grumpy. With my wife, though, he loves her. He recognized her car. He learned her car. When she pulls up, he whistles. So he knows mama's coming home. They require a healthy diet. You got to feed them pellets. They recommend pellets. Pellets have all the nutrients they need. I give them in the morning, I give them a big bowl of mixed vegetables. Just about any kind of vegetable, any kind of greens is good for them. They do make a big mess when they eat. They make a mess when they eat. When they're playing, they like to shred things. That keeps them busy, gives them enrichment. Right now he's in a whistling phase. He loves to whistle. He does talk. He says, "What's up, Tito? What's up, boy?" Several other things he says. But right now he's being rehomed. He just got here 3 weeks ago, so he hasn't totally opened up with talking yet. That'll come. Like I said, he's only under 3 years old. He's like a toddler. These birds live a long time. He can live to be 80 years old. So when you get one of these, you got to think about that. What will happen to him when, God forbid you pass away, whatever. You got to will him to a family member. Somebody's going to take care of him. Because there's plenty of birds out there, plenty of parrots out there. You don't need to be breeding them. Don't buy them on a whim. It's not a puppy. They're very intelligent, very demanding. If he doesn't get his attention, he will pluck his feathers out. Parrots will pluck their feathers out if they don't get enough attention. That's just the bottom line. I let them sit on my shoulder every now and then. They get dominant on heights. Oh, there he goes. And see, he just flew away. And that's the thing you gotta worry about with these birds. They will fly away. Now see, he glided down to the ground. I'll simply pick him up. But it didn't hurt him. He just glided down. He lost his balance. That's why he jumped. But he's totally fine. So let me go over a few things you need to know about these birds. At least what I do for Tito, anyhow. Tito, as you can see, has his own Java tree. Not only does the bird cost a little bit of money, but this is his Java tree. These trees are not cheap. These trees here are about, this one was about $450. They're a very hard wood that comes out of Indonesia, and the bird really can't destroy it that much. If you had a macaw, maybe he could bust pieces off. But Tito has tried desperately to chip this tree away. Like this little piece right here, little openings. He'll get his beak in there and try to chip the wood away. But that's what they do. That's what these birds do. like to forage. They like to chew stuff, destroy stuff. I got them plenty of toys, as you can see. And all these toys will get destroyed, which is another expense with these birds. These toys are not cheap. Anywhere from $15 to $20 a pop. And I mean, he'll destroy them. Here's this one here. This was probably like $10, but I mainly bought it for the chain. So once he destroys that one, I'll have the chain. And what I do is when he knocks these blocks off here, when he gets the knots out, these blocks will fall. All this stuff will come off here, and there's usually some good leftover parts. So you just simply take them and reuse them and make a new toy for him. So moving on though, that's his Java tree. That's for when he's out of his cage, which you get one of these birds, you don't want to leave them in cage all the time. It's not like a parakeet. You know, you don't just leave them in cage and forget about them. They need to have their time out during the day. So I get him out, I set him up on his Java tree, as you can see. He's fine. He'll sit there attentively watching me on the computer, watching me watch TV, listening to the environment, just mimicking sounds that he might want to copy. Then you have his cage. This, trying to see this camera, y'all. I'm getting used to this creator stuff. That's his cage. As you can see, it's a pretty big cage, which is ideal for him. It gives him the most space, gives him a lot of play time in his cage, a lot of enrichment. Again, in his cage, I got big toys hanging. Got this one here with a bell. He loves his bell. This one's good foraging. He loves the material. The back wall there, he's got another one that he can just chew. This one here, this one I bought, it's all right. He's already undone the knots several times. I've had to recreate this, reuse all this material, but he's doing good. He likes all his toys. He's got a little perch right here. Not really a perch, it's a toy that he has come to sit on and chew. Now I got his vegetables over there. That's his morning vegetables right there. I mix them up, put them in that bowl. Usually about an hour, 2 hours, I let him have his vegetables in the morning, then I take it out. Because after a while, the food gets old. Then I got another water bowl here. I got his pellets over there, which he has access to his pellets all day long. And then another water bowl right there. But that's the size cage you need for these birds. Now, I got him a little light there, give him more light in the room if the sun doesn't get to him. As you can see, this is the mess they create. That's just shredded cardboard that he has shredded playing with it. So, but like I said, you've got to keep these birds entertained. You got to have enrichment for them, or they will go self-destruct mode, start plucking out their feathers, or they start chewing up stuff in your house. So you got to keep up with them, keep them happy. Like I said, he's out probably, I'd say probably 70 to 80% of the day he's on his tree or he's with us. In the evening, he likes to sit on the arm of my recliner and get his head rubs. I got some TikTok videos showing that. The other thing you want to know about these African Greys is this right here. Air purifier. The thing about this is it has 3 speeds, medium and high. As you can hear it right there. It just sucks in the air and recirculates it, takes the dust particles out. It's good for your home to have an air purifier, but I mainly got that because these African Greys have a lot of dander on them. They create a lot of dust. And I mean, it's not, you'll hear online, you'll see reports, oh my God, this African Grey makes so much dust. It's not like that. but they do make dust through their feathers. They're always preening themselves. They're always cleaning themselves. So it's just good to have an air purifier, get all that out of the air and out of the environment. But anyhow, that's Tito in a nutshell. Let me show you some other things I got. So here's his pellets, y'all. Here's his pellets. I keep right there. The sealed container. Easy access to feed them in the mornings. And then the other thing I purchased for him is corn cob to put on the bottom of the tree, which seems to work out really well. I like that better than using the disposable pads, because I don't have to cut those to fit around that tree trunk. I just put corn cob down, and I have a shop vac, so I can easily come in here and just vacuum it all up. All his toys and stuff, his shreddings on the floor, he scatters, I can just quickly vacuum it up. The other thing you want to get is probably, I don't know where it is right now, I'm looking for it. Oh, a dust vac, or a little, oh, what the hell is it? Handheld vacuum cleaner to pick up little messes he might make. That's always a good thing to have. The other thing is, I find myself now that I got them, sweeping and mopping all day long. Every day. At least every day I sweep and mop the house. Because he's a bird, he makes a mess. So, but in a nutshell, that is Tito. There's Tito. There's our boy. So there'll be further future updates about Tito. He gets his head rubbed. I have updates on him on my channel. Like I said, I'm just starting this channel. I hope you all enjoyed it. Hopefully when Tito starts talking more and more, furthermore grows into his personality, I'll show you a lot more entertaining videos. But do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you later.